What's going on, guys? So in this video, I want to talk about vectors and scalars, which are physics concepts that I've been exploring recently. And I know athenaoptimize is more about software development, programming, productivity, etc. But I believe that physics is also a good thing to do. I'm doing it on my own free time right now, just for fun. But I also think it's a good thing or a good discipline to understand uh, that I think there would definitely be some kind of interplay between physics and programming and just understanding how things work in general. So in this video, I'm going to make a series as well for physics and mathematics and things like that, where you can just see how I play around with the foundations of these disciplines and maybe get to a point where I can see how they apply to software engineering, which could be interesting. So, vectors and scalars. These might sound very complicated, but in fact, they're very simple. Um, a vector can be seen as something that has a magnitude, which could also be seen as a size, and a direction. So it basically has two qualities. A scalar, on the other hand, only has a magnitude or a size. Magnitude, size. Do an example to demonstrate these two concepts. So let's imagine that we have a ground, and then on the left side we have a brick, right? Now let's say we move that brick to the right 5 meters. So we moved it to the right 5 meters. Now let's talk about what this means for vectors and scalars. Well, I'm looking at my notes here. When we specified that the brick moved to the right 5 meters, we can unpack that and begin to say that when we say 5 meters, that is a magnitude. That is a magnitude, or otherwise known as a size of movement. Okay? Same thing, magnitude and size of movement. That is a scalar quantity. However, when we begin to say that we moved it to the right for 5 meters, now we're beginning to discuss magnitude and size, right? For vectors, the traits of a vector or are magnitude and size, which we have here, 5 meters, but we also have a direction. So when we say that the brick moved to the right 5 meters, now we're talking about a vector quantity. The vector version of distance is displacement. So we would basically say that this brick was displaced to the right by 5 meters. That's how you would specify that. Okay, so moving on, let's say that it only took us 2 seconds to move that brick to the right for 5 meters. So what kind of quantity is this? Is this a vector or a scalar? So all we specified was the speed. The speed was 2 seconds. Did we indicate the direction? No. So this is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Now, let's take this 5 meters by 2 seconds thing. If we divide that, so it took us we moved 5 meters in 2 seconds. So 5 over 2, if we divide that, what do we get? We get 2.5, right? So what we're getting is 2.5 meters per second. So if we take this and we say that it took us 2.5 meters per second to the right, if that's what just happened, do we say that that's a scalar quantity or a vector quantity? The answer is it is a vector quantity because we specified the magnitude, aka the speed, but we also specified the direction. So just to be clear, velocity, once again, is speed and direction, but if you do not specify the direction, then all you have is simply speed. So that you don't have velocity if you don't specify the direction. So that's why it's important to do so. And that's pretty much it, guys. So does this have any kind of relationship to programming? I don't see one off the bat, not just yet, but I'm sure that as I get deeper into physics, I'll see that there's got to be some correlations. And hell, maybe there are, in fact, some correlations that I just don't see right now, given my limited experience. But it's interesting to explore physics in general and to understand how the universe works, which Steve Jobs says programming, one thing it can do for you, if not build software and everything, is just help you understand how to become a better thinker. So that's why all these disciplines are so interesting. They help you become a more rational thinker. So just some food for thought, guys. Just some food for thought and some fun.